Well, you guys surprised me. I didn't expect that my post last week from DFW Airport was going to go viral, but it did. And I want to be clear about a few things and really clear up a little bit about my background. Number one, I've been flying since 1969. My father went to work for an airline, became a senior executive. I was a frequent flyer long before frequent flyers in many respects even existed. My father is one of the creators of the modern frequent flyer plan. I myself fly somewhere on the order of 40 to 50, 60 flights a year. I go to many different airports. I have had things requested to be swabbed out of my backpack before. I've never had somebody command me to hand over my phone. And my point on that is that the way I was approached with that, give me your phone, and then a physical examination and a swabbing of it. Look, I'm fine if you want to swab my phone, but I think it's security theater because when you're asking for everybody's phone and you're swabbing it, you're just training people that phones are a high risk target. You'll see, I'll take a break now and show you on this video what else I was carrying in my back. So let's take a look at the things that I am carrying along in this flight. I have a secondary battery to back up my charging capabilities while I'm on the plane. Over here, I have a GoPro that has a battery installed as well as a separate battery for backup. And then right here, that's a GoPro Volta, which also has a very heavy and strong battery in it. And then moving on, we've got my Insta360 camera with batteries and other things going on inside it. And then finally, a backup iPhone. I use this iPhone for filming as well. In fact, oddly enough, I've discovered that iPhones may actually be some of the best cameras for doing what we do in this. All of these items weren't asked for, and that's a challenge. Now, having seen those items, I think you'll agree with me that there were many more reasons to actually examine the contents of my backpack. There were many more reasons to maybe initiate a security check of something, but that wasn't done. It was just rote. And I think that's not security. I think it's security theater. Now, I've had some run-ins with TSA, and they always seem to be in Dallas. I'm mindful of something, I think it was about 2 years ago, when a TSA agent, in a bad mood, just dumped my backpack upside down, and my $2,800 MacBook Pro hit the counter. That's not really acceptable, and it's not necessary. And I don't think security comes from being tough or gruff or irritable or any of those things. I think showing some politeness and awareness and interaction with people will tell you more about what's going on security-wise than just being offensive. And I do think we are in different times. I think now, for whatever reasons, we have a group of federal agents who are exerting their authority in ways, at least in DFW, that probably isn't helpful or appropriate. But that being said, I'm fine with security checks. I think they're reasonable and normal. If somebody asked to search my phone from TSA, I would not be okay with that. Get a warrant. Have probable cause. But if you want to swab it or physically examine it for a moment, that's fine. That's not intrusive. That's no more than stopping me in the road and asking me for my ID because there is actually something going on. I'm okay with that. And I think you should be okay with that. I think this is flying for people who want to create a lot of pain for our country or other countries is a high-risk target. And being a little cooperative with that security is plenty okay. But past that, I think treating it in a way that is commanding or inappropriate, not the best time. So look, I'm glad all of you watched it. I am okay with this. I have plenty of experience with a lot of security. But what I would ask all of you to think about is how much we jump to the assumptions on that. I did make a mistake when I titled that video. I said they searched my phone. And honestly, I just created that title real quick, standing in the hallway of the airport waiting for my daughter to come through security. That's how little I was thinking about it. So I'm going to be a little bit more intentional about how I title things. But at the end of the day, it's all worthy of a debate, and a debate is what was had. So, look, I hope you'll watch Terminal 2W. I hope you'll see some interesting things. In fact, my next video has a story about some interesting moments with the airline that I was traveling and a scolding that I got. So, plenty of things to watch. I hope you watch us. And remember, if you like our videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you soon.